Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly focus for April the 23rd through to the 29th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We had the shadow side come out. I think Scorpio had the shadow side for their first card, too, and it's popping out for you. What did they tell you when you were little? You didn't have a talent for this, or you couldn't be creative in this way, or you couldn't be inspired to do something great in this way, or, it was children should be seen and not heard. So you didn't learn to use your voice. It could have been that they told you that you couldn't draw, so you've never really tried to be the artist that you always felt you could be. Or maybe a singer or a dancer, or gardening, or a doctor, or a scientist, or a world traveler. There's the shadow side about you. There is something that is a beautiful part of who you are that you have kept hidden, and you could even have kept it hidden from yourself by believing the words of somebody else, by believing that they were telling you the truth about your talents and your abilities and your magic. And you tap into that this week. You are on a wonderful, amazing path going forward, because it's going to trigger something to move you forward in a direction that you didn't even think was possible, or you always hoped was possible, but you never truly believed it because of what everybody else told you. It's almost like, and this message has been coming up for a lot of the signs when I'm talking, so it's coming up for you as well. It's that tape recording that has been playing in your head over and over and over and over and over again. You're ripping it out. You're putting in a new one. You're rewriting your story of who you are, what you do, who you're becoming, what you represent, what you stand for. So what a beautiful card to pop out. Did I thank you? I hope I thank you for all of your love and all of your support, for sharing my videos and taking the time to like, and especially commenting. Thank you so much for everything. So let's get to the cards before we have another one fly out. Find out what the energy is going to be like around us and how to use it in a positive way in order to go forward. And we have the World card. You've come full circle. You have gained a great bit of knowledge, of wisdom. You can tap into your spirituality easier, your intuition easier, your dreams, waking and sleeping, and taking away knowledge from it. You have grown in your talents and your abilities. And now it's time to go forward. Now it's time to step onto a new path. Remember, we are in the new moon energy until Sunday when that full moon appears. So it is a time for new moon affirmations. It's a time to rewrite your story. It's a time to dream of the possibilities of your tomorrow. When the World card comes up in the first card, something's going to happen to show you perhaps where an ending needs to be in your life. But since we're in the new moon energy, I'm thinking where your future can go. So pay attention. Pay attention to those little signs and those little thoughts you get and things that catch your eye and those little clues, your dreams, waking and sleeping. Justice card. Well, you've got to be completely committed to yourself, to your dreams, to your desires, to your wants. You can't do the shortcut. You've got to go the long way. It's going to be work. There's going to be hard decisions to make, but it's going to bring in a balance. It's going to bring in that sense of, I get spirituality, growth, and courage when I see this card. The stronger you make that commitment to your new beginning, to your new tomorrow, the more the energy supports you right now in moving in the direction you want, the abundance that you want to have in your life, the joy, the well-being. And with the Justice card, you can really stand your ground to say, I know what I want going forward, and nobody's getting in my way, or nobody's going to um, pull me out of this path, or direct me in a different direct me in a different direction, move me in a different direction, move my focus or my attention, or there's a real strength about you this week. Tap into your wisdom this week. Tap into your intuition this week. And the Strength card. What strong cards. The World card, Justice, and the Strength card all come out as your three main players. Know that you don't have to trick people into doing what you want them to do. You know, you lead with example. You lead with a beauty, with a calmness, with a love, with a compassion. And this week, you might even find that people are drawn to you for your sage wisdom, for your knowledge, for your expertise, for maybe just your strength, maybe just your kind words, your beauty. Maybe they're attracted to you because of the commitments you're making to yourself, and they want to be a part of it. Your path is really changing. Wow. And I think you're going to love it. So, work and career, look at that. The Ace of Swords. Yeah. What do you want to do? New, exciting. Dream it, imagine it, envision it, affirm it, then expect it. This is like you are taking your thoughts from the bowels of the earth and shooting it to the heavens. You expect it to be a straight shot and nothing gets in the way, and you expect a quick return on what you ask for. Now, it may not be as quick as you think at the time, but looking back, you'll go, wow, everything came together really, really quickly. When we're in expectation, it takes longer, right? Pay attention to your intuition. Where do you want to go forward when it comes to work and career? Do you want to step into a brand new career? Because that's a very much a possibility with the Ace of Swords. Do something completely different? And maybe you don't define yourself by your career or your work. Maybe you're looking at your finances and looking at your finances in a whole new way and taking a new path forward when it comes to your finances. Maybe so that more value is placed on your finances, that it brings more value into your life, that you're not wasting money in areas where you don't need to spend, so that you can use those resources for something that you want, that you desire. You know, if I met you at a party, would you tell me about work and career as what defines you, or would it be your home and family? Would it be the things that you do within the community? Would it be your spirituality? Would it be your health and well-being? What would be your opening statement? Because chances are you've got some new aspirations with that part of you, of where you want to soar, of where you want to fly, and the freedom, the lack of limitation that you know that you will experience through that travel of that path. Love and relationships. Oh, we have the Five of Wands. Well, where were you hurt in a past relationship? And how does that stop you from being totally committed in the relationship you're in now, or looking towards a relationship? I almost get like this card is a sign for healing for you here. That you have to work with your inner struggle, your inner fight, where somebody's abused you or taken advantage of you or made you feel less than perfect, less than special, less than somebody who is needed and wanted and beautiful. And where does the healing need to be in your life? What past relationship left that scar that doesn't allow you to let down that wall in a current relationship? And it's not necessarily a lover or a soulmate. It could be a parent, it could be a child, it could be a sibling, it could be a best friend, it could be somebody within the workplace or the community. And you feel like you hold back, or maybe you don't even notice that you hold back. Remember, we had the shadow side there as the pop-out card, so we have to keep that in mind. The realization of what you allowed in your life, and maybe the fear of not wanting to allow that again, so not opening up the door of opportunity for that to come in, not realizing the wisdom that you carry forward from that past relationship, that it won't happen to you again. Maybe it's something that you did. Maybe you need to just forgive yourself and move forward. That you realize that you're just human and you make mistakes, and sometimes you say the wrong thing and or do the wrong thing, and it's okay. What are the hard relationships in your life? You know, take 5 people that you, with that card, take 5 people that are in your life, but they really irritate you, or it's probably a boss or something like that, but they bring out an anger in you, or, you know, and try and find that good part about them, because everybody has a good part about them. And understand what role they're playing into your life to expand your wisdom, your understanding, the way you deal with others, the way you approach others, the way you melt with others. Spirituality. Look at this. Spirituality. You will understand, you know, you got to give yourself more credit for what you've gone through, for what fires you walk through, what chaos you walk through, what sorrow you walk through. And you need to start looking at those things as not as sometimes failures, or, you know, you dropped the ball, or you allowed depressions to come in and it didn't allow you then to move forward in the way you wanted to, and there was missed opportunities. You know, see the beauty of who you are, please. See your strength. See your beauty. When I see this, it's like life, yeah, beats us all up. That's why a lot of us don't come down here to do this. This is like the advanced course in growing your spirituality. Spirituality is kind of easy. It's being human that's the hard thing. And so life beats us up a little bit, and we feel like we have this disconnect or something. And really, you're on the verge of this connection that is going to send sparks through the universe. Pay attention to your intuition. Realize your strengths. Realize your beauty through affirmations. Realize what you've been through and how deserving you are in your wants, your goals, your dreams, your desires. Stand up for yourself to yourself. Health and well-being. King of Pentacles. I think you are feeling good. I think you are feeling strong. I think you are feeling capable. I think that you are feeling like you can step towards an abundance of good health, well-being. So well-being can be the way we are eating, or what we are eating, our sleeping patterns. It could be the amount of exercise we allow ourselves each day. It could be the stress levels are allowing depressions in. And understanding that we are in charge. So if there's obligations and responsibilities that you can share or you can delegate with others in order to make life a little bit easier, this is a week to do it. This is a week to say, hey, would you mind taking this over for me? Or could you give me a hand with this? And get some things off your plate that have been around far too long that is creating stress in your life. You'll feel 100 times better. You'll feel like this weight has been lifted off your shoulders. You will feel like you can breathe. You can concentrate on going forward. You can start creating the world you want for yourself. You have very strong and beautiful cards. Expect magic to appear in your life, especially with the World card as your first card. And then we had the shadow side pop out there. So don't be afraid to really look at who you are, your strengths. I think you find it easier to look at somebody else and really say those things and then really pat yourself on the back. And maybe it's just in a certain area of your life. Maybe it's kind of balanced, unfortunately. And look at where you can relieve stresses by asking for help. Look where you can relieve depression by getting together with people. Look where, and getting busy and doing something. Look where you can increase your health, your well-being. Maybe it's a habit. It's not so much getting rid of a bad habit here. It's more of embracing new habits. So maybe you procrastinate a little bit more than you would like. And start doing the 5-second rule. You've got, when a thought comes to your head, like I've got to clean out that closet one day, you have 5 seconds in which to act. You have to act in those 5 seconds because your brain will go on to something else by that time and that closet won't be touched again. You have to force yourself to move. Okay, there is a book out there. It's on audio tape as well, the 5-second rule. I think it's by Mel Robbins, and I apologize greatly to the author if it's not. It's a quick read or a quick listen, and it may motivate you to be a little bit more proactive in your steps forward towards your abundance. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.